My wife carried another man's baby in my house. Then she looked me in the eye and expected me to help her through it. That was the moment everything inside me changed. Not slowly. Not over months. Right there. For 6 years, I believed Diane was my soulmate. We built a quiet life. 3 kids, toys under the couch, bottles in the sink. I loved every messy piece of it. I believed in her. That's what made what happened next so ugly. It started one night on the couch. Kids asleep. TV on but neither of us watching. Diane glanced at me casual as weather. "Curtis, there's something I've decided to do." My stomach tightened. I muted the TV. "What's going on?" "I'm going to be Renee's surrogate." I blinked. "What do you mean?" "Renee and Todd have been trying for years. IVF failed. We're twins. I'm the perfect candidate. I've already spoken to the clinic." "You've already what?" "I've already started the process." No hesitation. No sign this was a joke. "When were you planning to tell me?" "I knew you'd react like this." "That's not an answer." "It's my body," she said. Cool. Final. I stood up. "So you decide to carry another man's child under our roof, and I'm supposed to just nod? If you loved me, you'd support me." Those words told me everything. I wasn't her partner anymore. I was an obstacle. "You blindsided me," I said. "You made this decision with Todd, of all people, and told me after." "Family is bigger than you," she snapped. "Renee needs me. Our family needed you to talk to me first. I'm doing this, Curtis. With or without your permission." She walked upstairs and left me there. Everything had changed. The next days were worse. Diane talked about appointments, hormone schedules, transfer dates, like she was discussing groceries. 2 nights later I found a box from the fertility clinic in our fridge. Vials. Syringes. Paperwork spread across the table. "You didn't think this deserved another conversation?" I asked. "We're past conversations. If you do this, I'm filing for divorce." She barely flinched. "You're free to leave if your pride can't handle it." That night, alone in bed, I made my decision. When Diane found out I'd spoken to a lawyer, she stormed into the living room while I helped our oldest with homework. "How dare you? I warned you." "So that's it? Divorce because you don't get your way?" "Because my wife made a marriage-destroying choice and expected gratitude." Her eyes filled with angry tears. "We can fix this." "No, Diane. You're still not hearing me." She turned and marched upstairs. Our state required a year of separation before divorce. We were stuck under one roof, strangers moving past each other. She took the guest room. I stayed in the master. The kids noticed everything. One weekend, Renee and Todd showed up, flipping through a baby catalog in my living room. Todd stood when he saw me. "Hey, we were just planning." "Planning? In my house?" "Do not stand here and talk about supplies like this is a nursery for your child," I said. Diane's cheeks flushed. "You're being impossible." "I'm being honest." Renee's voice went tight. "We are family." I laughed once hard. Family would have included me before the clinic. When they left, I stood alone with my fists clenched so tight my knuckles hurt. That became the rhythm. Diane's belly grew. She'd ask, "Can you bring me crackers?" I'd say, "Call Todd." She'd ask for a pillow. "Ask Renee." One night she stood in my doorway. "My legs are cramping. Can you rub them? Like before?" I looked at her tired, hopeful face. "No." I shut the door. I leaned against it afterward, breathing hard. I knew exactly how cruel I was being. I did it anyway. Every time pity crept in, I remembered, "I'm doing this with or without your permission." My kids kept asking why I didn't hug Mom anymore. I never told them the truth. Just knelt down and said, "Sometimes grown-ups have a hard time. But I love you." That won't change. Diane's parents called, furious. Her father said I was heading down a bad road. "Interesting," I said. "Because I already regret marrying into your family." I hung up. The worst fight happened in her 7th month. I came home and found her outside with grocery bags, back bent, exhausted. "Curtis, please. My back is killing me. Call Todd." Her eyes filled, not soft this time. Furious. "You are unbelievable." I rolled off the porch. She bent and grabbed at herself while I stood, not moving an inch. "You can't keep punishing me," she said later. "I'm not punishing you. I'm refusing the role you think I still owe you." Labor came early. Just after midnight, pounding on my door. "Curtis, open the door." She was doubled over in the hallway, sweat on her forehead. My water broke. For half a second, memory hit, our oldest's birth, her hand crushing mine. Then it vanished. "I'm not taking you," I said. What? I'm not taking you to the hospital. Todd's not answering. Renee's phone is off. I need to go now. Call an ambulance. Another contraction hit her. Please. I looked her straight in the eyes. Watch me. Then I shut the door. 15 minutes later, red and blue lights lit my window. Paramedics moved fast. Then quiet. The baby was born premature. A girl. Stable but small. When Diane came home days later, pale and slow, she set the car seat by the couch. Why is the baby here? I asked. Renee's still recovering. They asked me to keep her a few weeks. They asked? Or you volunteered? She's helpless. You should have thought of that before you agreed to this. I'm not helping. Not once. A tear slipped down her cheek. Have you always been this cruel? Ask yourself that. The next month, the baby cried at all hours. Diane shuffled through the house half asleep. One night she came to me shaking. Please. Just 30 minutes. I need to lie down. Call Todd. She turned away without a word. Then my lawyer found something bigger than betrayal. Diane had used our joint accounts for surrogacy expenses and forged my signature. More than once. That moved it from heartbreak into something the law could see clearly. At the final hearing, Diane's lawyer painted me as a man who abandoned his pregnant wife. My lawyer laid out the timeline plainly: the secret decision, the forged signature, the misused funds, my repeated objections. The baby was not mine. The judge's ruling came steady, unmoved. She found that Diane acted in blatant disregard of our marriage. She denied Diane's spousal support. She granted me primary custody. She ordered Diane to repay the misused funds. Diane's shoulders shook. Renee stared at the floor. Todd looked like he wanted to disappear. Afterward, in the hallway, Diane came toward me, voice barely there. Curtis, I'm sorry. I really am. For a second I saw the woman from the early years, laughing in the hallway, tired and happy. Then that image passed. You made your choice, I said. I made a mistake. No. A mistake is forgetting milk at the store. This was planned. Renee stepped forward. She did it for me. You got what you wanted, Renee. I pulled my arm back. The fallout is yours now. I'm done. I walked out. The hallway felt brighter, or maybe I was finally out of the tunnel. In the months after, Diane moved in with her mother, thinner, tired. Todd and Renee took over the baby full-time, and from what I heard, life wasn't kind to them either. Medical bills, cut hours, a fantasy collapsing under its own weight. My house, meanwhile, found its rhythm again. School mornings. Movie nights. Pizza on Fridays. Ordinary life, finally precious again. One day my oldest looked up from Lego bricks. Dad, do you still love Mom? I knelt down. I care about her because she's your mom. But sometimes grown-ups break trust. And when trust breaks, things change. People still ask if I was too harsh. Why didn't I soften when she was overwhelmed? My answer never changes. She wanted to make this choice alone. So I let her carry it alone, every appointment, every consequence, every cost. That was the revenge. Not violence. Not shouting. Just withdrawal, emotional, financial, complete. I do not regret refusing to carry the weight of another man's child. I do not regret taking my dignity back. She made a choice without me. Then she learned what life looked like without me. That was the ending she earned.